Hi, prayer partners. Here it is, Friday again. Boy, it got here quick, didn't it? It's been another busy week, and I am so thankful for God's grace and His watch care in our lives. I'm so thankful for your prayers and your partnership in this ministry of praying for others. And thank you so much. I got an update this morning from Larry and Pat McCarty, their daughter in law, Robin. Still not handling the chemo very well, but she did have a follow up with her oncologist, and they said her blood work is improving. So that means they're on the right track with the treatment they're giving her, and things are getting better. So I'm grateful for that. And also, Jim Blankenship, pray for his sister Billy. She's been having a real struggle with her health lately and been going through kind of a tough time. So pray for them as well. We've been looking in James the last few weeks. The reason I like James so much is it's a pretty concise book, not very big, but he gives some very practical wisdom and some practical instruction throughout his letter. And it's kind of in those short bursts of uh, just kind of springing something on you. Last week we were in James chapter 3, and one of the verses we kind of skimmed over and really didn't touch on too much was verse 13 in James 3. It says, "Who is wise and knowing among you? Let him show his works by his good conduct with meekness of wisdom." My, that is such good instruction for you and for me. Show people our faith by our good works, our good conduct with meekness of wisdom. I have been always surprised when people are watching and you don't really know it or take notice about it. I remember back when I first got saved and was still working as a mechanic, a guy that I worked with, worked right next to him. I'd tried witnessing to him, and I was a new Christian. I didn't really know what to do or how to approach somebody else or what to say, but I had been doing my best, and my friend came in to work that day, and he had a little plaque in his hand, just a little 2 or 3 inch square thing. And on that plaque, it said, "If you don't feel close to God, guess who moved?" And he said, "I saw this and thought about you when I saw it." And I looked at it and I said, "Well, where did you run across this at?" And he said, "Well, I went to the Bible bookstore the other day to buy a Bible, and I saw that in there and I thought of you immediately." And I knew that I had been trying, but I didn't know how effective my witness to him was. And I've constantly been reminded over the years, somebody is always watching. When you least think they're paying attention to you, that's when you better be the most careful. Um, I ran across a poem one time. The author is unknown, but the title of it is called "The Gospel According to You." And it was at one of those times when I really was just awestruck by the meaning behind these words. Um, I keep a copy of it posted on my wall in my office just as a reminder. And it's one of those things I need to be reminded of daily, often, very often. It goes something like this. There's a sweet old story translated for men, but writ in the long ago, the gospel according to Mark, Luke, and John of Christ and his mission below. You're writing the gospel a chapter each day by the deeds that you do and the words that you say. Men read what you write, whether faithless or true. Say, what is the gospel according to you? Men read and admire the gospel of Christ with its love so unveiling and true. But what do they say and what do they think of the gospel according to you? 'Tis a wonderful story, the gospel of love, as it shines in the Christ life divine, and oh, that its truth could be told again in the story of your life and mine. Unselfishness mirrors in every scene, love blossoms on every sod, and back from its vision the heart comes to tell the wonderful goodness of God. You are writing each day a letter to men. Take care that the writing is true. 'Tis the only gospel some men will read. the gospel according to you. I want to challenge myself and all of us this week as we go about our daily routines, as we go about just going to the grocery store, gas station, wherever it might be, that we really pay attention, realize that somebody's watching. No matter where we are, they may not even know who we are, or maybe they do. But somebody's watching, and you may be the only gospel they will ever be exposed to. It's an awesome responsibility, but what a tremendous pleasure to think that we can intercede in the hearts and lives of other individuals just simply by them watching us. Yes, there needs to come that time when words come out of our mouth and we confront them with the gospel. Confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, and you'll be saved. There needs to come that time of sharing, but there also needs to come that time of witnessing with our life, of letting others see Jesus in us. God bless. Have a great week. Bye-bye.